Sunday. I hope you're perfect, whole, and complete. Hopefully, I know Sunday it be, woo, I don't put it out there, but I've noticed that Sunday be troll day. Trolls get up very early in the morning. We apparently don't get up that early. But we're going to pray. That's all we can do. All we ever can do. All we can do is pray. So that's what we're going to do. Since it's Sunday. Of course, we're in Ghana, West Africa, and they are true to their Sunday. So there's a church in the background. And my gazebo is going up. I'm so excited. It's going to be beautiful to be up in there, my own little beautiful garden of rest and relaxation. My Healing from the Heart Center is mine. I got to go over there. The brother took the stuff out. Let's see how much, because I know it's a lot of other stuff. Anyway, no one's here yet, but that doesn't mean no one's coming. I got my red dress on. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Felicia. I'm sorry. I knew your name. Hey, Felicia. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. It's going to be a great Sunday. It's going to be a great live. So we got to take this in a little bit because, but the dress is beautiful. You want to see. I know y'all seen it, but see it again. See it again. I just wish I had pockets. Let me see what we can do about that. See what we can do about the pocket life. See what we can do about the pocket life. I love dresses that look like this. And she knows that. That's what I love about her. Like, working with her is such a thrill. She told me when I always forget to say put pockets. Always, right? So she put pockets in the jumpsuit, and I said, oh, you put pockets? She said, yeah, I know you like pockets. That's what I love about working with her. That's what I love about our relationship, my seamstress and I. But she didn't put pockets in the dress, and I got to remind her, pockets and everything. If I don't tell you, I want pockets. Pants, skirts, dresses, pockets. So I'm gonna make sure I say it, but she knows, but forgot. Pockets is everything. I love pockets. I think everybody loves pockets. I don't know what that is. We don't probably even use them as pockets. Sometimes I do, but we just love them. We just love them. Hey, greetings. Hey, Gian, peace. I finally actually got a notification. Yay! YouTube be not nice, huh? Greetings, Roots. The dress is Chef's Kiss. Thank you. I love it. I think it's a simple, beautiful, feminine, elegant dress. And the color is fire, literally. Literally fire. Y'all, I was laughing at building a new foundation. First of all, the gazebo is going up. I'm going to show you that, of course. Bradsy and the crew. He got 2 other people today because it's a lot of work. And I'm so excited, so happy. So what I was thinking about today, I was thinking about how, in a way, I'm building a new gazebo. And, of course, it feels like I'm building a new foundation. And I was likening that to my life. Like, y'all right now, this new life, this new me, this new year, if you will, is me building a new foundation. Really, the other foundation, I'm 57, the foundation for the last 57 years needs to come down. And I know one would think, well, maybe you think it's a whole 57 years was the same foundation. In a lot of ways, I say yes, that it was actually the same foundation, just building on top of it, and building on top of it, and building on top of it. Never really dismantling the old foundation. And I would liken to the old way of thinking, the old way of feeling, the old beliefs. Those things really have to go. I feel like my awakening that is happening now, I feel my eyes are much more wide open than they ever were before. And I think it has something to do with the ability to change, the wisdom to change, because that is a big one. I think that the getting older, now I can see why this is the older and the wisdom thing. It helps you because you're able to look at things from a more objective level and a more real level. But still, I think the best part is the new foundation is so much love and empathy for myself. I was on Facebook yesterday, and I have a cousin, but when you do Ancestry.com, you start finding your family. So you're on this app, and they're on the app, and so there was a guy some time ago. he said he was watching me for years. But when he got in touch with me, he said, "Hey, we're cousins. Check out Ancestry." And I saw it. We were cousins. But you don't know them. You never seen them. You know what I'm saying? But they are your cousin. I mean, from blood, they're your cousin. So he used to watch me. He said, "I've been watching you for years." And then I look and we're cousins. I think he just had got on Ancestry. I said, "I know, isn't that amazing?" So we didn't really, we chat, not really chat, just when I get on Facebook, maybe he would get on. But he said he used to watch me on YouTube. Maybe he still watches me. So I noticed that he, when I was the first time, I don't stalk anybody's pages, nothing, but of course the first time when I was confronted with this other person in the ex's life, of course he's not telling me anything, so I got to go find out for myself. And I see we have a mutual friend, it's my cousin. I don't know, I've never met the cousin, to keep this in mind. Cousin on paper, cousin through DNA strictly. So yesterday I was on Facebook and my cousin gets on. Now he might have missed the whole thing. Y'all know me, I am so self-accountable. You know me, I look at what I attracted, what it could have been. I understand vibrational frequency and likeness. If he's been watching me for years, like he says, he understands that. Now keep in mind, he's the friend to the other person, the other woman. So he gets on and be like, "Well, maybe you should take accountability and think about why you attracted this dude. You didn't see the whole video, we just talked about that." But that was that gaslighting, that blaming. And I realized that, we're cousins, but we don't know each other. That's probably his friend. And I really had to, because let me tell you something about when you experience narcissistic relationships. The reason why you can even attract it or let it in is because of your weak boundaries, of your not discernment. So anytime now I see somebody with the gaslighting, or I see somebody trying to blame the victim, or I immediately say, "That's not my friend, that's not my person. You will not come over here and mansplain. You will not come over here." If you wasn't the sister's friend, I would be okay, but I understand that that's not where it was coming from. It was coming from you just mad because, okay, he didn't say, but I could read between the lines, And I realized that, no, you don't have to keep people on your page like that. You don't have to take that. You are one of, if not, really. I mean, I'm telling you in an honest way that I know I'm one of the most, I don't know what other way to say it, vulnerable, take accountability person that I know. I may not at first when I hear something immediately be like, everybody may have like, wait, and get defensive, but I will always go back and I will always look at myself and I will tell, to the point that some will say I'm even oversharing. Some people may even have secondhand embarrassment because I'm not really holding back what I did, what I fell for, what happened to me. To the point that that's one of the things I love about myself. But that same thing is the same thing that people who want to come into our lives to destroy it, but really they're not trying really to destroy you. They're trying to hold up their own lack of self-worth, their own lack of high esteem. That's what it is. And when you can understand that, you get it. So, but I go through all of the layers. So nobody will really ever be able to guilt me, blame me, or shame me. You're going to have a hard time doing it. And I realized that approach all the time of when a person is going through something and somebody keeps telling them, "Well, what did you do?" I tell you, those are the people, because I've talked to them, are the ones that fell for the biggest okie dokes, that went to the same things but even worse, that participated in the demise and hurting of other people. So a lot of times it's their own stuff too. And I'm fine with opening up that Pandora box within all of us. I'm fine with that part. But you're not going to come over here and because you over there. The thing is, I was trying to express in my own way to him, like, if this is your friend, you might want to alert her, to let her know that this person is not what you think that they are. But I understood that that's not my job. I didn't do any of that. I just talk and then people get it. I didn't specifically say those words. I didn't even try to, but my energy is that maybe somebody will hear. And what I realized is, though, my journey is mine. To a narcissist, all of us are just role players. We're actors in a movie. and they are the starring role, and we are all supporting actors and actresses. Nothing really means that to them. That's why getting over it is not that hard. I know people, I mean, it could be devastating if your ego is in it. If your ego is in it. You know what I learned? There is a such thing as self-accountability. There is a such thing as self-awareness. That's the old foundation of me. Let me tell you what I mean. Self-accountability, self-awareness. But for an empath, she has to be very careful. Because what she'll do is she'll start thinking all of it was her fault. They didn't really do anything. She caused them. She made them do it. That's why empaths will definitely attract a narcissist, because a narcissist never takes accountability, never says apologies, never says sorry, never takes accountability. And as a matter of fact, you can catch him cheating. You can have the evidence, you can have the text going back and forth, you could have it, and he will still say, well, I did it. It was you who sent me over there. This man said this to me. It was actually your fault. So if you're an empath who is used to always looking at herself, I'm talking about the deeper ones that self-reflect, you actually are going to continue, you could actually possibly put yourself into a line of abuse. Because you are so much like maybe it is. Remember, they have no self-reflection and you're uber self-reflective. So that's how they come in, because they realize that most people don't meet people that are that self-reflective. Most people meet people who shut down, who don't acknowledge, who over-medicates, who distracts themselves from healing. And I can tell you that all the people that came in for healing, it really wasn't in a lot of ways that many people, in a lot of ways. Because it's hard. You have to be brave. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. And most people are not that. Most people are not. Most people are fragile and afraid, and they're not that strong. It takes a strength to be vulnerable. It takes a strength to be self-aware. This is what y'all seeing is strength. And it shows up in other aspects of my life, which you can, over the years, you probably all have seen. So empathetic people have to be very, very careful because, so if somebody's a narcissist, they already know, they're like, oh my God, because this man that was with me, remember 3.5 years, he used to sit in the same room when I taught my one-on-one or my private coaching classes. He would sit in the room where I would be doing this very same thing I'm doing with you. So they study you. He knew if I could do something wrong and just say it's her, and she will actually sit there and be like, maybe it is. I think they will have you apologizing for things they did, not you. I'm telling you, it's masterful. But it's only masterful on people that they have identified as extremely empathetic. If that is really what, hey Fulani, that is really what the empathy is. So I'm that person. I've never not been. I told you my story. I've never not been that person. My mother was like, come on, tough it up. Like, I get it. I couldn't do it. So like I said, I'll be 58 in August. If I couldn't do it then, I'm sure I won't be able to do it now. And I probably shouldn't have to. But but my foundation is no longer built on that, not that empathy, but that empathy as it's all my fault. I probably did. I made the person do it. That will never do that again. So they could, and so this other thing that I learned, so my mom was trying to tell me for years of my life, that no, sometimes good people are going to meet bad people. Good people are going to run into negative energy. Because that person, there's people that literally feed on that vulnerability, feed on that empathetic nature. And I know y'all don't want to believe this, because I can't believe that this is tracking, but I see it and I hear countless stories of the same stories that I experienced. And the reason why I have it to me is because I'm going to tell and I'm going to hope. People might think like, oh, are you genuinely concerned for the girl, or you just hurt, or you may? No, I'm genuinely concerned, but I'm actually not, because what I realize is now there's this higher energies that's working. There's cosmic and karmic energies that's working. And everybody needs to get their lesson. And people that protect those people are the same people that probably need something too. It is not for me to warn. It is not for me. Only thing I could warn or at least educate is the people that watch me, the people that come, and that's all that I do. But that foundation of it's all me, it's not all you, and I never knew that. It's you in that. I know this is another thing. I think people find it very hard to believe that people can be born that way, that they're born to be highly empathetic. But I mean, I don't know how we don't believe it. The world exists with any semblance of peace because of those people. But not only do empathetic people promote a sense of lovingness or comfort, but they also promote a sense of creativity. They are the philosophers. They are the seers. They are the shamans. Back in the day, they used to be the nurses. They used to be caretakers and doctors. Definitely mental health professionals. They are the speakers. They are even the warriors. They are those that speak truth to power and power to truth. So they're valuable really in the society. And like I was saying when I was talking to my mom through ancestrally, talking to my mom, and she said, instead of me trying to make you what you were not, which is definitely empathetic, I should have taught you how to guard that empathy. And that's what this relationship and this thing that's happening has allowed me to do. I now know how to protect my empathetic nature. And one way is by setting boundaries, by saying, no, you're not going to come over here because that's your friend and try to make me be blank. No. Or because you're a man, you're triggered. Because, I mean, there's female narcissists too. No, because maybe you're a narcissist. This is bothering you. But the funny part is you said you watched me for years. And one thing, y'all vouch for me, y'all let me know. I want y'all to let me know, and I really want the input. One thing about me in the last 16 years of being on YouTube is my consistency with my spiritual deliverance. I have never not been responsible or internally look at myself. No one, what you lying. Go give me a video and tell me that one. You'll be lying to yourself. So what I realize is you have to, so this protection is protecting from those people too. Because I told you somebody else came under another name, which I believe was, oh, now he could be a man. He treated him like a houseboy. He's going to be happier now. Okay, sis, you'll figure it out. I am a person that actually has little, so not a physical fear. People fear me. They fear that I'm going to expose. No one over there want to listen to what I got to say because it's too, wait a second, this is an intelligent woman. This is an empathetic woman. This is a woman that's saying what she's done incorrectly. It could have done better. So if I listen to her too much, I might start believing it. And I don't want to do that. So, new foundation. Not empathetic way, gone. Can't do that part. Don't want to. Love that part about myself. But empathetic way, protected. Protected. So, needless to say, if you watch it, I blocked him and I unfriended him. Because no. You don't come on my page and tell me what I need to take responsibility for. Because I played the video back and the whole dang video was me taking responsibility. Now, if he missed that, he should have sat down and took a moment. He should have took a moment. It's a woman's channel anyway, so you're invited. You're invited. That's it. You're invited. You're not supposed to be here, but you're invited. All right. We're not doing that no more. We don't do that. We don't take responsibility for other stuff. The dress is beautiful. Thank you, Felicia. Everyone, thank you. Fulani, greetings. But hey, babe. You preacher sis. Even the church choir is backing you. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Hey, beautiful Beverly. You have been consistent. I can attest. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that. Yes. So, dude, like, you can go with that. Since y'all friends, I'd be friends. If you was really her friend, you would come over here and be like, let me see what I could find out so I can help my homegirl out. If you were, but you know what? When I learn about these people like narcissists, which are so different, they need that validation 24/7. That's why they need so much supply. And the reality is no one person will ever be able to give them that. And so after a while, the person that they think is their object of this is my object of love, I forget the word I'm looking for. But this is my perfection. But the reality is no one is perfect. You're not going to be able to do everything you want to do. And they're little kids and nobody's going to say anything. Eventually, that perfect person, she's perfect, more perfect than the last. And can indicate that the last person spoke up for themselves. The last person, y'all was doing so many things. What they'll do is they'll turn around and say, no, she was the abusive one. It was her fault. She did it. And what they do is they turn things around. So they'll continually, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, some physically abuse you. And when you finally had it, where you say, if you don't come in at a certain time, I'm locking the door. If you keep talking to me this way, I'm going to ask you to leave. If you continue to play with me and curse me out and tell me I ain't going to do nothing, you're going to find your clothes outside the door. And that's the story they go and tell the other person. She put her hands on me. She threw my clothes out. She made me sleep outside. They don't ever tell you the horrible things. Another thing, let me talk about abuse, which I find very interesting, and people that don't know should know. Some people say emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse. I'm going to say they're both equally as horrible. Emotional abuse is very horrible because when you're retaliating, they call it reaction to narcissistic abuse. They'll take you to a place you could snap. And you know what, I'm going to say this. I feel like narcissists, men and women, they need to be very, very careful because one day you're going to meet the wrong one. That mental and that emotional abuse, anyone, even somebody that didn't know they was that close to the edge, I was thinking about that song, there's a thin line between love and hate. And I love the part of it. The sweetest woman in the world could be the meanest woman in the world if you make her that way. She said, I kept smiling. She kept keeping quiet. But she might be holding something inside that could really, really hurt me one day. Then the next scene is like a scene in the song. He said, here I am laid in the hospital bed, bandaged from feet to head, in a state of shock, just as much from being dead. I didn't think a woman could do something like that. I didn't think my girl had the nerve. But here I am. I guess actions speak louder than words. It's a thin line between love and hate. Such a thin line between love and hate. He coming in late. Here I am, what's that? Coming in 3 o'clock in the morning, just getting home. In the state, no, so she says, who is it? I want to go. She opens up the door and let me in. Not once has she asked, where I've been. She asked, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Did you eat yet? Let me eat something in your bag. No. She doing these things. Honey, he in a hospital bed. That's what they'll meet one day. Because you cannot keep playing with someone's emotions. I am a sweetheart. I ain't going to take him out. Let me tell you why. Because, first of all, it's not him. He's not even the person I see. He's a sick puppy. All the nurses are. I pray for them. No, but the real reality is I don't want to be up in no damn Ghana jail for this Negro. 6 months in a Virginia jail for my lover. $13,000 bail for my lover. Every day I'm psychoanalyzed for my lover. Dope me up and I tell them lies for my lover. We're not doing it. And everybody finds that I'm the fool, but they don't get no love from you. The things we won't do for love. I climb a mountain if you ask me. I forget that. I risk my life. Tracy Chapman. You know when I put Tracy Chapman in, we went to church already. We all went to church already. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that game that they play, they're going to meet the wrong one. And it's going to be one that no one expects. It's going to be the sweet one, they think, the light one, the whatever, because we have a fascination with colorism as well. And there's a fascination with colorism in our community, that the lighter skinned girl is the nice one, the sweet one, the pure one, the better one, the prettier one. And that the dark skinned one is demonized as the old hag, the mean one, the bitter. So this is going to be a very interesting thing that's going to happen, and it's going to play out on all the psychological damaging ways that Black people have. We talk about narcissism. Let's interject narcissism and colorism, narcissism and racism, narcissism and patriarchy, narcissism and ageism. Not understanding that that person, those people, they don't care. This person, oh, she's too old. They ain't looking too old. Oh, she's too young. They don't care if she's young. Oh, wait, that's not the same sex. They don't care. But if they can get freaking validation from a donkey, they be up in the donkey face. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to have a deeper understanding. But I'm telling you, he gonna knock someone over the edge. Someone's not gonna like it. Someone's not gonna take it. And I'm not talking about just him. I'm sure a lot of them that was dead. I'm sure a lot of them in the grave. I'm sure a lot of them busted up and broken in the chair. I'm sure that somebody was not so sweet. So they will paint a picture that you were, and you did react. And yes, maybe you did grab their arm or you pushed them to the side. When somebody is stonewalling you, gaslighting you, silent treating you, lying to you, and you so crazy, you got the evidence, you saw the text, you know they're cheating, you know they're lying, and you go, okay, I forgive you, and let's go to the store now and be happy and go on Facebook and YouTube and pretend. I am empathetic. I am vulnerable. I am all that. But I'm also from Brooklyn. So yes, listen, you know what? I'm tired. Literally, they have a thing, they're nuts. They like to keep you up. They don't want you to get any sleep. I used to say, hey, you know what? When you leave for playing basketball for 5 hours every night, like really, when you really playing basketball, let's just go with it. And I used to say, hey, when you leave, take the key. Be like, no, I don't want to take the key. I want you to get up and open the door. What kind of sick shit is this? What's wrong with you? Night after night after night. You don't think I'm going a little crazy at this point? They will hold sex from you for weeks. Do you know why they do it? Because they want to punish you because you're not behaving. You told them about themselves. You made them look at themselves, and they could never do that because in their mind there's nothing wrong with them, but they know it is. They're nutsos. They're actually nutsos. They walk behind you or in front of you. It could be for many reasons. In front of you, so where I don't care, and back of you to recruit or at least look visually for other supply. Supply is adoration. They need to be loved. But it's not love. They feel so horrible. It's constant. I remember being with this man's amazing, charismatic. Animals run up to him. The kids want to sit on his lap. The brothers is following him because they constantly need that validation. So no relationship will prosper with them. Because the reality is, you can't do that. You got to go to work. You got children, maybe. You got so many other things. You got a whole life, but you constantly have to stop and be there. And there's never enough. As soon as they leave you out, if you check a narcissist's phone, it would be frightening. The things you would find out, you would just go to the clinic right away and make sure you ain't got no venereal diseases. They never have another supply without another supply. When they're ready to leave you, it is because they have secured. They will gaslight you. They will breadcrumb you to the day. They will leave your bed on Tuesday, and Wednesday they will be engaged and put it on Facebook. And I swear, because this is normal. This not everything that happened to me is not just happened to me. This is what I'm doing. Plethora of confessions. Because they're sick. They've been traumatized. And if they have shame, but they don't have empathy. They don't love, they can't love. They don't know what love is. So when you call them out, and they know they're doing wrong, they got to turn around and say, well, it's you. He said this to me. And I said, oh my God, you left my house and now you gave to another woman. He said, it was your fault. You made me go over there. They all do it. Oh, it's classic. This is classic. You don't know how helpful this information that I'm receiving is. So when you ask yourself, how did I attract that? Once you get to, okay, what was it me, now I need you to go somewhere else. Let me tell you the other place you need to go. Because maybe you need to educate yourself on this. Maybe other women are dealing with this and can't even see it. Maybe you could be some type of person that speaks. We're not, but there's narcissist women too. Forgive our brothers and men, my God, because I think women are probably worse. I think a woman narcissist is probably absolutely worse. Women got so many things to trap somebody. Because this is what narcissists do. They want to trap you, but they never can. Eventually, yes, they will have marriages, and they've been in marriages for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And the person, the spouse is a broken piece of nothing when she leaves. But just because they stay married long doesn't mean successful marriages. It means that they tore that person down so bad that the person does such a victim and abuse that they can't even leave. And believe me, they got sometimes they could have up to 20 other forms of supply. But remember, supply is everything. It's the children that run up to them and say, Daddy, Daddy. It's the old people that admire them. It's the brothers that hang out with them. It's the women that all adore them. And when they don't get that supply, they feel empty inside. They feel it's a horrible way to live. And the only thing you could do is look. The only thing you could do is go, wow, what a thing, and pray that you're not. And protect your empathetic sons, protect your empathetic daughters, protect your empathetic heart. I don't understand how so many women, after dealing with them, say, oh my God, not even knowing they were dealing with them, I'll never want a man again. I'll never get out there again. I got my girl Monique, and she's holding down them 10 years. She's like, never, this, that. I'm not saying that I understand why you would never, ever want to trust them and deal with any man, if you're a man, and a woman, if you're a man that's dealing with any woman, ever again. Oh my God. The thing I'm telling you is, do it though, but don't close your heart. Make that decision from a healthy place. We need our heart. It was never theirs. They didn't take it with them. It's still left with us, more hurt and more damage than before we met them. We're keeping our heart open for ourselves. We're keeping our heart open for our blessings that was coming in the future. Thank you for the love. We're not keeping our heart open for the other person. Don't close your heart. They win and you lose, and you just a walking shell of the self that God made you to be. No, that's what I hold on to. I have an ability to tell the truth, to tell you what it is, to take responsibility, and to say, wait a second, no, but you won't take that love from me. You won't make me hate. You won't make me be bitter. Now, I might need, it's not trusting, it's having discernment. They're two different things. It's not letting them in, it's having boundaries. There's two different things. It's in a way, I mean, it could be devastating, they come into your life, and another way it could be good because you were weak on that level. Now you went to school. You ain't weak no more. So you got to do the work. So today is the master class from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to do the work. We are going to do the work. And we are going to heal some stuff, and so much blessings are going to come into our lives because of it. And I just wanted to share that. So I was thinking too, like, what is this society? There's so many narcissists. I mean, male and female, right? But I mean, they have outlets now, right? And social media has creates monsters. You know, it's a feeding ground for this kind of behavior. They can get more and more supply. But also, if it all started in childhood, if it's about some childhood trauma, then we have to birth a new generation. I know that a lot of the women are like, we ain't birthing nothing. Ain't no birthing going on with these horrible men. We're going to create better children. We're going to create better babies. We're going to create better young people. We're going to create better men and women when we get better. We have to rid our society, and I say especially for Black people. You know, I wonder, like in the village right here, or even in parts of Accra, if I said, oh yeah, that person was a narcissist, I don't think they would even understand what that is. I don't think that people that's not from the places that wouldn't understand it. But when you say, we have mental illness, and that's a mental illness. And it's a dangerous one because it hurts so many people. You know, today I listened to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 sometimes videos a day of different people. And so I went to the altar today and I said, hey, I asked my, spiritual ancestral father, it's my father. And I said, am I watching this too much? Is this helping me or hurting me? And I could feel my father's hesitation, but to be very loving, he was like, I think it's helping you. It brings awareness. It helps you to not blame yourself. It helps you to not go the opposite way of healing. It helps you to understand the phenomena. It helps you to help other people. I think it's helping. And I could see, and I said, so you think I should take a break if you want to? And today I didn't, and I just got more. Because you get an understanding. But listen, y'all, this is what the basic bottom line is, this is part of the healing. You need information, new information to heal. We go it alone. I was too. I came up with the Sacred Woman and I did it alone. I didn't have anybody else that wanted to do it. I had people that started but didn't finish, only one. So you go it alone. We don't have to go it alone. We can't go it alone. So the information that we pull in, you don't know why you're learning that. You don't know why you're studying that. You don't know why. I know for me, I feel great. I was thinking about today too. I was thinking about my self-care. And I know you don't think this, but I wake up at, let's say 5 in the morning. Now, when I got on here, it probably was 9, because it's 9:47. Yeah, I say about 9, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It takes me 4 hours to get myself together, 4 hours to love on myself, 4 hours to pamper. Because I got to wake up. Then I got to take my blood pressure. Then I got to do my altar work. Then I got to do my yoga. I got to get my tea on. I got to make sure if I have to make my nuts and seeds, I have to soak my chia seeds. Now my hair, I got to wet it really well every day. I got to do my 3-4 step thing on my face. I got to luxuriate my body every day. I got to put on something really beautiful. I got to sit down then after that and eat. I got to take in my information. This is all self-care. This is healing. But the information is also healing because you need a healing for your mind. You need a healing for your body. You need a healing for your spirit. And that is true holistic healing. And that's what we're going to really get into in the masterclass today. 12 to 2 p.m. Give yourself 12 to 3. I don't have a website, but you can pay, say, Sunday's masterclass or today's masterclass if you're paying today. From 12 to 10, and then you give me an email that I can get back to you to send you the link, and it's via Zoom. It's real simple. All right, let me see what the ladies is saying. I thank you because Sunday, they try to come in. That's the troubles, but I ain't having it today, and I love that. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Beth. Does it make sense what I mean to say from yesterday by recognize, record, review, respond accordingly in response to this cousin now? I don't know what that means, Ruth. Break it down slower for me. I can't get that. Recognize, record, review, respond accordingly in response to this cousin now. I just do what I feel. So I don't know. I don't know what you break it down, please. I don't know what you're saying, babe. Yep, reactive abuse. Yes, that's what it's called. Yes. He's in the hospital bed because she threw them grits on him. Come on now. Yes, Felicia, yes, that door would have stayed closed tight. Laugh out loud, Felicia said, yes, ma'am. Looking forward to the class today. Thank you. Bruce, break it down real simple for me because I don't get all that. Yeah, wish I could attend today, but I'll be working at the time, hopefully soon. Okay, you mentioned your cousin on Facebook that you had to block. Yes, I got that part. So break it, keep going because I want to get it. I did. So yes, I think it's perfect. I think it's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna show you the gazebo. I'm gonna show you in a minute, but I want to get Ruth's what she's saying. I think I should be allowed my process. I think that I should be allowed to express myself. And I think I should be allowed to do it in the way that I want to do it. You know, I remember going to this church every once in a while. I didn't go all the time, but it was called the Church of Religious Science. And my mentor's mom was the person that built the church. And she used to say this to thing. When she knows that a person every day is praying, no matter what is displayed, she understands that they're going to be okay. If every day they have some type of consistency, if every time they communicate with their ancestors, and anytime, whatever they're doing is still a part of the process, and their foundation is good. So I'm feeling great. Hey Benny, thanks for the love. I'm feeling like I'm supposed to be feeling. We have to let me be me, because me will always find me. Me will always triumph and then fall again, because there's always new things to learn. If I make a decision, hey, we did it. It's done and it's supposed to be. You know, I feel like being from New York, and it's like that whole thing of like rapping, or like you said it, that's it. It came from the heart, it came from the soul. If you overdo it and continue to talk about it, or then you do it away. You took out the realness in it and the safeness. So you recognize something could have been that gaslighting maybe certain ways he delivered, resulting in the action you took. I'm not focused on the steps, I'm taking just an example. I still don't understand, but I'm going to do my best to understand. I still don't understand. Just say it, sis. Just say it. Just say it. All that, I don't understand. I need your help. Come on, just say it. But everybody else is kind of trying to roll. We trying to roll. We trying to roll. Yeah, I don't get it. We trying to roll. You breaking it down too much. Getting a little too into it like that. We just trying to roll here. Nobody coming for all of that. You know why I gotta say that? I gotta understand that somebody got the message into what they needed. If you overanalyze it too much, you take away from the essence of the message. You take away from the lessons that need to be learned. You take away from the next step. That's not it. You're not the only one, not you specifically, but one person is not the only one that Lisa Marie is probably talking to, that the spirit of Lisa Marie or the spirit of whatever is channeling through her is talking. I had a consultation yesterday, so thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was helping a sister out. She called me for a consultation. And she said, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. I never heard it that way. I said, and I'm the one saying it. I said, me neither. We both started laughing. I said, girl, Spirit's telling me the same thing it's telling you. Like, I didn't even know. I'll tell you, I'll play my videos back, not for critiquing, for listening to the Spirit that gave that message, because I know that message is for me. I don't listen to myself. I don't get back and be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. I usually go and be like, oh my God, let me listen again, because this was surely for me. This was a message for me. Let it ride, Queen. Let it ride. Let it ride. Okay, y'all. Let's see what they're doing outside. See what they're doing outside. See what the progress is progressing. Oh, yes! Look at here, look at here. They working it out. Look at my fence. Look at my fence. Look at my fence. Look at my fence. So we had to take all the, he's going to replant the, yes, how are you? He's going to, oh, they doing something else, but Ratty, they were doing it. But he's going to replant the, I'm sorry, I'm looking over there. He's going to replant the lemongrass that we had to take out. He's going to replant it. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Totally working out for a sister. This is it. Then we plant. Now it's better, because I said we shouldn't have put the lemongrass there yet anyway. And then we're going to do a shorter one over here. Beautiful, thank you. Wow, nice, thank you. We're going to do a shorter one here. And remember, this is that weaving that I told y'all about. The weaving, the weaving. You see the in and out, in and out, in and out. That's the weaving. It's so pretty. I know the other side looks so cute. Oh my God. And that's right, Tina. Working up, working down. Yes, yes. The men folk is working. I'm going to show y'all the other side. Morning. This is it. This is it. So let's go into the apartment because the brother pulled out some stuff this morning. It's looking great. Thank you, Redzy. Let's go inside. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Now, what is that? I always look at stuff. What is that? It's gone. Let's go check the rooms. Good morning, Lakeisha. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I did this rest. This is all trash. So now we know what the trash is. I'm so happy. Okay. I know he said them. Okay, no, he took the. Okay, I don't know what else was in here, but it's not here. The chair. Okay, I guess the chair is trash because that's where it's going. But yes, yes, we can throw all this away. I guess the chair is trash, or I'll give it to somebody else. No, let me say this, nothing is trash. Every time I try to put something out there, like look like a piece of furniture, they'd be like, you don't want this? I'd be like, no, they'd be like, we're gonna take it. Do that. Now this looks like paint and stuff. I'm gonna have to store that one. And what is this? It's like tools. It's going outside. It's going outside. Because he said once the guy comes, we can throw everything else I can burn. And I don't think there was anything. I'll just give it double buckets and it's coming along. It's coming along. Yes. 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 The new apartment is apartmenting. It's looking better. I hope you're well. I hope your all is good. Let me say so because you know I am. You know what I think is the thing? This is it. So this is my journey. I swear to God, is that a critter? Okay, I'm not gonna look at it. I ain't gonna, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave now. And you're just invited. You're just invited. You're invited for the journey. You're invited for the healing. You're invited for, thank you for the love. I know somebody feeling this like, I can feel it. I know somebody feeling what I'm about to say like, come on now, girl, let her be. Let her be. Awesome. You're just invited. You're invited to the party. Okay, you're in somebody else's house and they're showing you their way. You don't have to agree with it, you don't have to like it, but if you censor it, you lose something too. Now the person becomes you instead of them, and you can look at you all day. You can solve your own problems. Thank you for the love. You can solve your own problems your own way, but you should not impede on someone else's healing process. It's not right, and you lose. That's why I'm trying to tell you something. You're losing. Thank you. Because now you don't want the person to be authentic. You don't want the person to let it come out. You don't want it. You want to tell them how this should happen. And that's not right. Plain and simple, it's wrong. And then you lose. You lose, and you don't even know. You don't even know. Now you know, this is another thing. Anybody that's been watching me, you should not even try to do that with me. It's not that I'm not trying to listen. First of all, I don't even understand what you're saying. I'm totally and absolutely confused because I feel like you could just say it more plain. So I'm lost. But the second thing is why? It was going well. There was so many beautiful things said. People was healing. People was going to go back. Keep the love coming because I need it right now. I want to feel it. People would have came back and watched it again, and they would have heard more stuff, and they would have got something out of it. You don't know that? You taking that thing, you took that flow, you took that energy away because you want to be, maybe you are a therapist, but you're not my therapist. Every time somebody do that, they just take away from themselves when they do that. You don't want to stop me. You want to watch this. You want to see how this going to come out. And the thing is, you'll always see how it comes out. You know, I laugh because Spirit said, so meanwhile, you got this thing that you got going over here. You got a gazebo going on. You're really functioning. You're obviously functioning. Just watch. It's more fun. It's more fun. That's why my sidekicks be Cancers, because Cancers, they understand Leo. Let me tell you why my best friends have been Cancers. Cancers see the fire coming. They already know. They be like, oh no, here come the fire. And then when somebody says something, be like, I know the Cancers in the house be like, she shouldn't have said that. she shouldn't have said it. I gotta laugh. I know my Cancer friends is like, she shouldn't have said it. Damn, I wish I could have told her. I wish I could have told her, don't come at her like that. Thank you for the love. I would have told her, oh, you fucked up now. She ain't playing it. She done came in here, she done bared her heart and soul. She has been as vulnerable as she possibly can. And you want her to take some accountability when the whole video was about taking accountability. Oh, there you go. Shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't do it. It's not good. It's not gonna help you. I know Baby laughing. Baby gets, she now Baby like, oh, I know Baby said, oh shit. I know Baby, everybody Cancer head went down and said, I don't even know why. Because I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna listen, but then I'm throwing off, see, and I'm gonna come back to it. And this is true form. It's like I could imagine like you had a slam in a poetry, but that's in the moment, so you're not judging it. You know, they just give you scores and all. Because it might be like, I love that slam, but I thought you could have. We in a slam right now. Don't think I could have did nothing. Don't think I could have did nothing. Okay, so I'm sure, yeah, somebody got rid of that one. All right. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm gonna supervise because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna supervise, and I will get back to you on Afrocentric Home Design. I love you very much. And I hope you have a good day. I know you didn't. But just, you know what? I love this new term. You got to read the room. Queen, read the room. You didn't even let the words land. You didn't even let the words simmer. You didn't let the words percolate. Just sometimes let the words percolate. Just like, let me, because Spirit wasn't done. Spirit would have took me some other places. He would have went some other things. We would have went outside. There would have been a little more joy in that. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, it is not the easiest thing to be so vulnerable. It's not so easy to be so truthful. Because you know why? People will try to question your truth. To be truthful is such an honesty. It's scary to people. It's scary even to the one that is receiving the truth, let alone for the one that is so-called speaking. And it's not the truth, it's just my truth. That's the other part. It's not the truth, it's my truth. So you got to be real careful. You got to be like, listen, this woman is helping a lot of people. I want to say, like, with one of my conversations yesterday, she said something, and every time a young person reminds me of this, I can't tell you where my heart goes. But she said, a lot of us, we have mothers, but we don't really have aunties. And I love that. She said, we have mothers, but we don't really have aunties. And she said, you are auntie to so many. And how she expressed auntie is auntie tells it like it is. My mother's going to love me, and she may, couple it with some love and some this and that. And it's so funny that the sister said that. There's a section in the book Sacred Woman. It's called Sacred Relationship. And Queen Afua teaches us how we should, her own children included, we should gather women in our lives that can be the woman that we talk to about our romantic relationships, maybe the women we talk to about our school or this, because some things you can't even tell your mother. Some past things that you can't even say to your mother, not because your mother won't be it, but she is going to react in a way that is not what you need at that time. So the importance of internet aunties is coming back. Because some of these young girls don't know nothing. Some of these old girls and the young girls in us, thank you, don't know nothing either. So you really want to let the auntie aunt, because she's talking to somebody that needed the words in that way. I was stating to you that my boundaries have been very weak. My discernment has been very off. So now you listen, but my intuition is pretty damn good. So when somebody is saying something, I know what they're saying. I've always had a knack for that. But at times I would excuse it, or I would think, this is my channel, but I can let that person come and be abusive. I can let that person come and project upon me. Because I ain't gotta be nice. I gotta look at myself. The whole sermon, if you will, since it's Sunday, was about that ability not to keep being nice in the face of, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. You missed the beginning. That's probably what happened. I talked about we're not building my foundation no longer on it's all my fault. We are building my foundation on there are some people that come for no good. We be knowing that they came for no good, but some way the impacted person goes, well, maybe it was me. Maybe I took it, I was too, Narcissist level say you're too sensitive. Maybe which is definitely projection, gaslight, the whole thing. Maybe I'm just too sensitive. Maybe I'm just so hurt that, no, it's an example of stand up for yourself. You will get destroyed out up in these streets. So no, we shut that down. We ain't got to talk about that. We shut it down. It is done. It is over. I know exactly what that was. And what I'm saying to us, the relationships that we stayed in too long, me and my girl was laughing about later. We knew exactly what it was then, but we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. What was in us that made us stay in this thing when we knew that motherfucker was lying? We knew that it was gaslighting. I didn't even know what gaslighting meant, even though I would hear the word. We knew the person was projected. You could feel what's behind words, even on the internet. So this is what we're not trying to do. And if we overcompensate on the other side, well, God dang it, we're still in the right direction. We'll learn how to pull back and balance it out and focus. We'll learn how to do all that. But you don't have to no one should come into your house and disrespect you. And the house is a metaphor. No, dude, everybody here is trying to have love over here. Everybody here is trying to respect each other. Everybody here is trying to hear. Everybody here is trying to heal. You go with your man self and your mansplain and you go somewhere else right now because nobody's trying to hear that. And then we know you're friends with the other person. Come on, we got to put some shit together. We can't be stupid out here. That's what we've been doing, is being stupid. You know, like that line from Dead Prez. Yeah, I'm for peace, but I kill you if you fuck with my moms or my niece. Feel that? And that's what we get from this. It's not that you feel the harshness. You feel it like, oh my God, but that warrior in you, come on, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. You deserve it. You are worthy of protection, and you have to learn how to protect yourself so you won't wreck yourself. So let it ride, Queen. Let it ride. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hey, Lakeisha, so true. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and love.